class. Before starting the lesson, you need to join the website a plus students.com. You need to join the website. You need to select maths as your lesson because this is a maths class. Okay. You need to put in your grade. Your grade is grade 10. Okay. The topic for today is, you go into grade 10s, then we'll find the topic. The topic for today is finding the parallel and perpendicular lines, right? So parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel and perpendicular lines. Okay. And what we would do is we would identify what lines are parallel and what lines are perpendicular. This is chapter number 26. Chapter 26, and we would be doing identify. That would be lesson 1. Okay, let's begin with the topic. I hope you've joined already and you're on the same page. So let's start off with the topic and let's see what we can do. So we go to grade 10s. Chapter number 26, and lesson number 1. Okay, so the topic is identify parallel, perpendicular, and skew lines. Okay, so we need to see something. Parallel lines never intersect. They never intersect each other. Never intersect. Or what we can also say is that parallel lines have the same slope. Okay, slope is also known as the gradient, the direction. Okay, so let's see an example. If line A and we have another line B, these two lines are parallel to each other. The line A is parallel to, this is the sign of the direction, and these two lines are parallel to each other, right? In case of perpendicular, let's see perpendicular lines. Perpendicular lines do intersect. They cut each other, but they intersect at right angles. Right angle, and the right angle is always 90 degrees. That means if we have two lines, like the first line, and if we have another line, if these two lines are intersecting each other at right angles, that means if they cut each other at 90 degrees, they are known as perpendicular lines. Okay, but in case of skew, there are three types which we would be considering here: parallel, perpendicular, and skew. So in case of skew, okay, skew lines, okay, skew lines. A skew line is done in a three-dimensional. They are done in 3-dimensional and they do not intersect. Do not intersect. Let's look at an example from the question number 1 of the lesson. Let's do an example and let's see which lines would be skew and which lines would not be skew. Okay. So the first question says, if this question is given to us, if this is a question given to us, and they say, in the cube shown below, which lines are skew? They're saying RS versus RV. Okay, let's try to do it separately over here. Let's copy this shape and let's do it individually over here. Okay, so we'll have a better picture of what the lines are. Okay, we'll try for all 4 options. 3 and 4th option would be this. Okay, sorry. Let's put it over here. This is the same diagram as the previous one. Okay, so I just made a smaller version over here. We can see the labelings over here. See, if I want to see if RS and RV are skew or not. Skew means they are in 3-dimension, but they still are not intersecting each other. So let's label RS. We know that this is RS. Okay, and what about RV? And we know that this line was RV, right? They are intersecting. So this is not skew. Okay. Similarly, if we take QR and ST, so where is QR? QR was this. And where is ST? ST is this line. So we can say they are not skew because they are parallel lines, right? They are parallel. The previous one was perpendicular. Okay. So what we can say is, now let's look at the next one. In this case, RS and ST. So where is RS? RS and ST. They still are intersecting each other. So that means not skew. And they are perpendicular lines. Okay. Let's look at the last option we have. So in the last option, what we can say is QR and SW. So where can we find QR? QR is here and SW is here. So we can say that these 2 lines are in the same cube, but they are in different planes and they're not intersecting. So we can say that these lines are skew lines. Okay, these 2 lines would be skew. So what we can do is we can always look in the diagram, we can study the question and we can see which 2 lines would not be intersecting at any cost. Okay, let's look at another example. Let's try another question in which they are asking us the same thing. There's a rectangle and they're asking us which one is parallel. Okay, let's copy the question. Okay. So the question says, okay, which of these lines are parallel, right? We need to find the parallel over here. First, easy way is, better is to copy this question. Okay. Sorry, we can copy this and we make copies of it. One copy. Okay, let's make, since there are 4 examples, let's try to make 4 copies. You don't have to do the copies because it's very difficult for you to draw the copies on the diagram, cuboids on the diagram every single time. You just do it on a single diagram, right? But what you do is you always use a pencil. You would never use a pen on a diagram. Let's see if we need to do JK and LM. Okay, so where is JK? JK is this. And where is LM? LM is this. So we can say they are parallel. Yes, they are parallel. PQ, PQ and JK. Where is PQ on the main diagram? If we look at PQ, we can say this is PQ and JK, not parallel. What are they if they're not parallel? Are they perpendicular? Perpendicular will still intersect. These lines are skew. Okay. The next one is PQ and NO. Where is PQ? Let's look at PQ. This was PQ and this was, sorry, that is, this is PQ and this is NO. So these lines are, yes, they are parallel. And the last one, JNLP. So where is JN? JN is this. Let's see where is LP. LP is this. So what we can say is that these two lines are, they are parallel. Okay. Okay. So this was, we considered this as NO, PQ. NO and PQ are, okay, and this was PQ and JK. PQ and JK, okay. PO and, sorry, PO and JK. That is skew lines. So we are done with this example. Let's look at the next one. In question number 3, let's see what they're asking us. Okay, it's a triangular prism and we need to see lines which are, okay, lines are intersecting. Okay, let's see which lines are intersecting in this case. Okay, paste it over here. Sorry, let's do it again. Okay, let's see which of them are. In the triangular prism, shown below, which lines are intersecting lines, right? So we just need to see which lines are intersecting. Let's make a few let's make a copy of this so that we do not make changes to the original question. Okay, we have one copy. We'll follow the main diagram and we'll see the labelings from the main diagram. 3 and 4. Okay, so if the first one was EFFG, EF and FG. So where is EF? This is EF. EF and FG would be this line. So are these lines intersecting? So we can say they are intersecting. Okay, sorry. Intersecting. Okay, intersecting lines. We can say they are intersecting lines. E, F, N, F, I. So if we say E, F, we know that E, F is, sorry, E, F is this, sorry, E, F was this line, because that is point F and E, and F, I, this is F, I. They are still intersecting lines. Intersecting lines. So if we look at HJ and IJ, HJ is this line and IJ was this line. So this they are also intersecting lines. Let's look at GJ. GJ is this line, the vertical over here, and FG. FG was this line. So GJ and FG is also intersecting. They're also intersecting lines, right? So the first question what we did was we found the parallel, not skew. Skew, we had to find the skew. Then we had to find the parallel. Now we did the intersecting lines, but these intersecting were not perpendicular, right? So maybe in the next question we'll have perpendiculars. Okay, let's do it. Okay, the next question says, I'll just copy the question. Copy this and we continue with the question over here. The question says, in the cube, which lines are intersecting? So let's make a copy of this so that we do not use the main diagram. Okay, 1, 2, since there are 4 options, we'll use 4 copies, 3 and 4. Okay, so if we need to do CD and DH, so let's find where is CD. This is CD and this is DH. So can we say, are these lines intersecting? Yes, they are intersecting. Okay, the next one, HI and EI. Let's see, where is HI, EI? H and I is this line, and E and I are these lines. So yes, they are intersecting. They are intersecting lines. Okay. Moving on further, let's look at the next example. B and C, F and I. Where can we find B and C? There is B and this is C. That means this is B and C. And F and I would be this line. So not intersecting. If they're not intersecting, then what are they? Are they parallel lines? But they are not in the same direction. Then they are skew lines. Okay. Moving on next, HI and BE. So if we have HI and BE, we can say that this is HI, and where is BE? BE is over here. They are in different planes. So that means they are not intersecting, right? But they are skew. We are just doing it for ourselves. The correct answer is the first option and the second option, but the last two options are for the skew. Okay. So the next question is, let's pick up this was question number 4. We do question number 5. The next question says there is a rectangle and we need to use the rectangle to find the skew lines. Let's see what our lines are skew. Okay, if this is the question, increase the size. Okay, and we say which two, which pair of lines will be skew in this case. So let's copy the diagram and make a few copies, at least 4 copies, 2, 3, and 4. I'm making 4 copies because there are 4 parts. We need to check 4 set of lines. Okay. So in this case, we need to find skew. The first part first, HL and JK. Let's label HL, HL, and where is JK? This is JK. So these two lines are in different planes. So these two lines are not intersecting, not parallel. That means they are skew lines. Okay. IM and KO. So we know that where is IM? This is IM and this is KO. Are these two lines skew? No, they are parallel because they are in the same direction. Okay. The next one is IMJN. Let's see, where is IM? This is IM and this is JN. So they are not skew, but they are parallel. This is our correct answer up till now. The next one is IJ and JK. So when we look at IJ and JK, so where is IJ? This is IJ and this is J and K. So these are perpendicular lines because they are intersecting. Okay, so the correct answer is only the first option because we had to find skew in this question, that only H, L and JK are skew lines. Okay, we move on to the next. What we do is, let's try the question again. The new question is, let's copy the question, and question number 6 states that, this is question number 6. Okay, this is question number 6. And we look at all the 4 options that we need to find. Let's copy the diagram. And in this question, we need to see which lines are intersecting. We need to find intersecting lines. That means we do not want the parallel, nor do we want the skew. We want the intersecting lines. Okay. 3 and the fourth. Okay. So if we start off with the first one, that is IM and MN. So where can we find IM? We can say this is IM and this is MN. That means these two lines are intersecting. Agreed. How about MN and NO? So where is MN? MN was here and NO. NO was this line. So they are intersecting. Okay, let's look at the next one. IM and KL. Let's find IM. This is IM and this is KL. So they are in two different planes. They are not intersecting, right? These lines are skew lines. So up till now, the answers are the first and the second option. Third is not intersecting. Let's look at the last one. MN and I think QP, OP. MN and OP. So this is MN, sorry, QP, PQ. This is PQ. So what we can say is these are not intersecting, these are parallel lines. Agreed? Any questions? If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, let's move on ahead. So our correct answers are first and the second option. Let's try one more with the same question. And it says in the rectangular prism, which lines are parallel? Okay. Let's see which two lines are parallel. Question number 7. Okay, this is the question. We copy it down and we bring the 4 options down. Let's try to find which ones are parallel. Okay, so we have a rectangular prism and there are 4 options there. So let's try to reduce it to 4 options. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4 options. Okay, so we need to find these possibilities. But what are they asking in the question is lines are parallel. Our requirement is parallel lines. The first part of the question says ST and SW. So where is ST? This line is ST and this line is SW. So they are not parallel. Not parallel. What are they? They are intersecting lines because they are cutting each other at a particular point. Then we have SW and TX. The line SW is this vertical line, SW, and TX. TX is this line. That means they are parallel lines. Moving on to the next. The next one is XY SW. So if we go for XY, this is XY, and where is SW? SW is that vertical line over here. So they are also not parallel. What are they? They are skew lines. Because they are not parallel, they are not intersecting, they are in two different planes. Okay, now the last option is UYWX. So where is UY? UY is this line, and WX is this line, right? So these are not intersecting, these are not parallel. So what are they? They are also skew lines. Okay, so we just need to identify right now. This is just the basics. We are trying to identify what exactly is the nature of the lines. Let's try the next question. Okay, let's try question number 8. Says, in the regular prism, show that which of the lines are intersecting. Okay, we bring it down. We increase the size for our ease. 1, 2. Let's paste it 4 times so that we can do it separately on each diagram. We need to find intersecting lines, LM and LO. Where is LM? This line is LM. And where is LO? LO is this line. Are these lines intersecting? Yes, intersecting. Okay, moving on further, JN and MN. So let's try to find where is JN. This line is JN, and MN is this line. So they are also intersecting. They are intersecting lines. Let's look at the next one. JKKO. JK and KO lines. Where is J and K? This is JK. K and O is this line. It is also intersecting. Let's look at the last option. That was HKNO. So where is HK? This is HK and this is NO. So if these lines are not intersecting, what are they? Not intersecting. Then these lines are skew because they are not parallel either. They are in different planes. Okay. Let's try. Okay. We've done a few examples over here. Now let's try doing some questions from the test. On the right top corner, you have a tab for tests. Let's click on the test and let's see how many questions are there and how many can we try right now. Okay. There are only 10 questions and you just need to click on, okay. Okay. I'll just copy the question and let's move on with the first question. In the rectangular prism, show that which of the lines are parallel. Okay. The first question from the test is this, and they're asking which options would be the correct options. Okay, let's keep it on the side. Let's bring it down. If this is the main diagram given to us, let's try to make some copies of it so that we can reuse it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and sorry, 4. Okay, these are the 4 options we have. The first thing first, we pick JKLM. Where is JK? JKLM. And we were to find the parallel lines. That means this is parallel. Option A is, this is option A, is parallel. Okay. Then the next one, PQJK. Where is PQ? PQ is here, PQ and JK. That means option B is also parallel. Okay. The next one, PQNO. It says PQ and NO. So let's find PQ. PQ. PQ is this line. Okay. And NO is this line. It's also parallel. Yes. Option C is also parallel. Let's look at option D. Let's find whether it's parallel or not. Okay. So what we can do is, we have the question JN and LP. JN and LP. Let's try to find where is JN. JN is this line, and LP is this line. That is option D. That means they are also parallel. So what are the 2 options we have? Only A and B are parallel? No, C was already. So if we have a third option, then automatically option A cannot be the option. Then we have to go with option B. All of the above are, all of these are parallel lines, right? So let's try one more from the test. Okay, we have to go to, let's just checked out, grade 10s. The topic was, okay, just a minute, please. I need to find something. 26, lesson 1. Okay, let's go back. 26, lesson 1. Okay, we were doing the test. Okay, in the test, let's do the second question. Okay, the second question says that in the cube, please do as many questions as you can so that you can have maximum practice. And since you, if you'll have maximum practice, then to understand the concepts and you will not have any problems with it. Okay. This is question number 2 from the test. Let's see if these are the 2 options we have. These are the 4 categories. Let's redraw this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. What we need to find in this question is which lines are intersecting. So if we want to do CD and DH, so where can we find CD? We can say this is CD and this is DH. That means this is intersecting line. Okay. This is option A. For option B, let's suppose HI and EI. See, if ever they have a common point, HI and EI, that means E is a common point, then that means they are intersecting at point I. Let's verify. HI is this, and EI was this line. That means they are intersecting if they have a common point. B, C, and FI will surely not intersect because they don't have a common point. They can be skew, they can be skew because even in perpendicular lines, or they can be parallel. They can be skew or they can be parallel, but they cannot be intersecting because there is no common point. Let's have a look. B, C, F, I. B and C and F and I. So we need to do B and C. You can say this is B and C. This is F and I. So these are not intersecting, but they are skew lines, right? We are also trying to understand, even though if it's not our answer, we are just trying to understand what it really is, right? If it's not intersecting, then what are the lines? And the last option would be HI and BE. Let's look at HI. This is H and I. And where is BE? BE is here. So they are also not intersecting, they are skew. Okay. So which two options are there? Option A, option B, option C, and option D. I think A and B. That means when we click on the option A and B, they will tell us whether our answer is correct or incorrect, right? Let's look at another question from this. In the prism, it shows, okay, these are the options given to us. Just discussion. Let's see. Question number 3 from the test. It says this. I'll pick this up, keep them outside, put it over here, and let's make a few copies. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and let's make 4 copies over here. Okay, there we have 4 copies over here. The first one was LM and LO, and we need to find intersecting lines. Which lines are intersecting? LM and LO. In the rectangular prism shown below, which lines are intersecting? Okay, so L and M would be, LM is this line, and LO would be this line. Yes, it is intersecting. The next one is JN, MN. JN is this vertical line, and MN is this horizontal line. Yes, they are intersecting. Okay. JKKO. Where is JK? JK and KO. Great. And for the last one, we say HK and NO. So where is HK? HK is this line. And we have NO. No, they do not intersect. Why? Because they are skewed lines, right? So that means our final answer is A, B, and C are the correct options. Okay. So I would expect you to complete the remaining questions. Please do the remaining questions so that you have a better understanding, and you can always refer back to these questions if you have any problems. And best of luck. Okay. Take care. Thank you.